These are images that we're showing you right now from the encounter site. Being mindful of the operation that's currently underway, we're ensuring that we're only getting you deferred images of what's happening right now in Kokernag in Anantnag so that we do not compromise the army's operation in any way. 3 days on, you can still hear that there's heavy firing in the air. A lot more forces have been pressed into action as well. Let's get you those latest images. So an intense round of firing, as you can hear there. These are, in fact, images that we're getting to you from Kokernag in Anantnag, deferred by an unspecified time to ensure that we don't compromise on the operation that's currently underway. Our reporters are there, and they are, of course, being extremely responsible when they're getting us information coming in from the ground. You can see from the terrain how hard it is for our forces to really find where these terrorists are hiding, and that's why 3 days on, the encounter continues. Ashraf Vaani is getting us the latest updates. Ashraf, any information, any communication that's come in from the army on the operation that's underway? Apologies. We'll just reconnect with Ashraf in just a bit to find out if there's been any more communication from the Indian Army on the encounter that's underway. But you can hear the firing that's taking place. It's been like this since this morning as our forces have been working round the clock to eliminate the terrorists who targeted our brave officers. Remember, we've lost 4, in fact, of our brave soldiers in this gunfight so far. We don't have details yet on the 4th Jawan, and we're going to withhold that information till the army puts out an official communique, because we will want to ensure that due protocol is followed, that the family is first intimated before we put out those details. The gunfire is still underway. A lot more arms ammunition has been pushed into action there. You've got a lot more heavy deployment also. This is a special operation that's been going on for the last many days. In fact, the last update that we did get is that a terror hideout has in fact been busted. It's been identified, but there's still some lack of clarity on exactly how many terrorists are really holed up there. Ashraf Vaani is with us now. Ashraf, what's the latest you're picking up from the Indian Army?
Hello.
Ashraf, can you hear me? Okay, we'll go back to Ashraf in just a bit. Let me bring in Shivarur on this broadcast in the meanwhile. Shiv, 3 days on, this encounter is still happening. What are really the challenges that our forces are facing that's led to this operation going on even after 3 days now?
Akshita, first of all, I want to reassure our viewers that none of these pictures that we're showing them is live. On India Today, we've taken a conscious call not to show anything of any significance, no movement of men, weapons or material. So our viewers can completely rest assured about that. But even in these images that we're showing our viewers right now, Akshita, what they can see very clearly is that this is a monumentally difficult kind of terrain. It's a mountain, there are gorges, there are ravines, there are thick forests as well. The area of operations has increased because it's gone from day one, which was just one part of a small village in Anantnag district in Kokernag, to now being a larger area where the hunt has expanded, which basically means that the 19 RRs and the Jammu and Kashmir police, both of whom have lost personnel in this firefight, are now looking at a vastly larger area for this hunt to happen. The reality check here that must be said is that the hunt is just for 3 terrorists. That we don't know if there are more, but 2 Pakistani nationals, 1 local terrorist are part of the hunt that the army is mounting right now. But it's still proving to be extremely difficult because this is an area that has absolutely countless hiding places, a lot of different escape routes, even though we do know that the 19RR has taken the help with some neighboring units to conduct a larger cordon operation. So this is a kind of cordon and search operation where it's a large loose ring which closes in around the mountain to try and corner these terrorists, but we don't know if they're actually there. And remember, after losing a commanding officer, a company commander and a deputy superintendent of police, this becomes a very, very sensitive operation. Not only is the pressure now on these units to complete the operation, but importantly, Akshita, to complete it cleanly, because a lot has already been lost.
Very true. And let's just hope there are no more casualties, because the operation is still underway. We're being told that these terrorists also are armed to the teeth. Thanks very much for getting us those details. Let me also take this across to Ashraf Vaani, who's been tracking all the latest communication and information that's coming in from the army. Ashraf, good evening. Can you tell us what's the latest that you're picking up really from your sources?
Akshita, today is the third day of this encounter, and it was intensified today by the armed forces. Particularly now the command is with the special forces of Indian Army. They are combing each and every corner of that particular spot where this encounter took place, and where it is believed that probably hideout is in those forested areas of the Kokernag in Anantnag district. Today, not only the drones were used, but in fact explosive was used and rocket launchers were used by the army to target that specific location where it is believed that probably that is the main hideout of terrorists, where they are hiding for last so many days. Also, there is a message which has been put on the social media by the TRF, who have claimed the responsibility for this terror attack. They have claimed in their statement that on the social media, it was circulated that all those terrorists who were involved in this attack had been reached to their locations. Now, the police and the army is looking it on other perspective. Probably it may be a kind of attempt by the terrorists to divert the attention of this operation. But so far, the police as well as the army is saying that these terrorists had been encircled. There has been no escape route left for them, and they are trapped inside that densely forested area.
An important update also, Ashraf, that you're telling us that our forces are confirming that they believe the terrorists are very much trapped in the area. There's no question of them having fled or having to escape from that particular area in Kokernag. They're saying that we've got them encircled, we've got them surrounded, they cannot escape. But let's play out for you this video that we're putting out on India Today from the encounter site, deferred by an unspecified time.